That's me on the pony. Although I don't remember, I was told by my parents I was about 5 years old when that picture was taken. Kind of ironic, me wearing that cowboy getup. Imagination, it's a powerful tool. I often wonder where I'd be today if I lacked the ability to daydream. Some people may not understand and see that as a sign of weakness, but I believe it's the motivating factor necessary for self-discovery. To make a long story short, that picture of me on the pony is really me, but I could have just as easily played the Indian. Where do I belong? Who am I? Better yet, who am I really? I was born on December 8th, 1962 in San Francisco, California, to Samuel and Naomi Halstead. As I recall, life was grand. No troubles, just plain old traditional family values. We spent a lot of time together as a family. I'm not really sure how and when I made the discovery. It never really dawned on me that I can be an Indian. I remember leaving San Francisco on a Greyhound bus as a child to visit my mother's family. Our journey to Arizona seemed relentless at times, but proved to be part of the discovery process, which enabled me to realize a part of my mother's history, where she had come from. Those early days were hard to describe, and I often recall faint memories. It was something new, something different, but yet exciting. This was probably the first time I had come to realize I was an Indian on my mother's side. This is where it began. Part of that self-discovery I was talking about. I didn't understand it, but I liked it. Whatever it was contagious and exciting. As an adult, I come to realize that my mother was merely homesick, and after spending a month in Clarkdale, I can see why. The summers we spent in Clarkdale exposed me to Indian culture. Something different, out of the ordinary but yet attractive. At first, I didn't realize the impact this would have on my life. Indian people seemed out of context, too friendly. I later realized those strangers, my mother's family, treated me no different than if I was one of their own. Some 30 years later, I find myself chasing that feeling. I can still remember that feeling of acceptance. What I come to realize today is unconditional love. As time would have it, I wanted to know what it was like to be an Indian. Despite preconceived notions of who I am, walking the walk is easier said than done. What is the worst case scenario? What if I fail at being an Indian? What if I'm not accepted like I was when I was a child? What if this feeling I've been chasing all my life is just a daydream, something unattainable, forever lost? Regardless, I have come to understand that I come from a long line of German and Yavapai-Apache ancestry. Mom, Dad, I'm standing between the both of you, holding your granddaughter. Just on the other side is Evelyn, who is next to Jane, who's in front of Chris Ann, who's next to Dee Dee, and somewhere nestled in the middle is Ned. If you look real hard, what do you see? Family, friends, and loved ones. I am an Indian, and that's for sure. In addition, this photo leads me to believe that I do belong to something more powerful than the imagination. It's real, an important part of my Yavapai-Apache heritage.